terms that they have to honor it.
Oh,
So that made me feel better.
That's good.
But yeah, it was good. It like just that first night was like really irritated. It felt like I had like taken jalapenos and squeezed out all the oil and put it into my eyes.
Oh,
It was just like really irritated. But they gave me these like numbing drops that makes it go away. So I still got them. They're good till December 17th or something. I'll bring them for you, bro.
bro, microwave that shit. Scrape it up.
But like it was like, I don't know if maybe I'm just like extra sensitive in my eyes, like a little bitch about my eyes. But like it would wake me up. Like I would fall asleep and it would wake me up. But that burning went away within like 5-6 hours.
6 hours. Ouch.
So yeah. Like, but the numbing, like once you go to sleep, you know, like for the most part, it doesn't bug. Like, you know, like it woke me up twice, and then the third time, like when I went to sleep, I didn't wake up at all.
Yeah, I see.
So
okay, just a couple nights. That's a fair
just
trade.
one night. One night.
Oh,
that was just one night.
You woke up twice in one night. Oh,
yeah. And it was like I tried to go to bed like as soon as I got home at like 7 o'clock, which is already difficult for me.
Just Xanax one night. Done. Done and done.
Oh, let me just pull the Xanax out of my ass, Alec.
Yeah,
Don't have any.
thanks.
You're not fucking here. I can't realize.
Maybe you should move then. Maybe you should fucking move with your new eyes and your wife's new job and shit.
Alec, I need help. Please. Please. Come here.
I had a value. It did nothing for me. Like,
You're a big boy.
I probably needed like 3 of those little fuckers to.
A little mini tranquilizer.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. But after that, it's just like lights, like glow. So like in the dark room, like the lights have like a real like big glow around them. It's gotten better since that first day, but
it's like when you're rolling kind of glow, or it's like
a little bit. It's more like it's just fuzzy around there. Like it was bigger before, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm seeing 2015 vision, so it's pretty weird.
Oh, I'm so FOMO now. I want to go get my eyes done. So, like, did you get the ones where they actually just laser it, like laser off your cornea?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did LASIK, not PRK, and I didn't do ICL.
Yeah, I have to figure out what all of those are. My friend's ex did the one where they put like a little contact underneath your
That's
eye.
ICL. That's ICL. My brother had that done, but the army did it for him.
Is there like a different, like a pros and cons? Because it seems like it's better because it's reversible.
I think ICL is better because it doesn't like take anything off your cornea, but it's a lot more expensive. Like it was like $9,000 if I wanted to do that, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting fucking punched in the face every day or.
The worst that could happen. The worst that would happen was if you would just go back to glasses, right?
Yeah, or they fix the flap.
Yeah, because the ICL or whatever, they just make a tiny little incision. It's not like like a full.
Yeah, I mean with the LASIK, they cut a little flap, they flip it over, they do the lasers, and they flip it back, and then it just heals closed.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah,
I might do the IC. I don't care how expensive it's my eyeballs. I need it to be.
LASIK was perfect. It's been great for me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like the ICL, like they recommend it if your cornea is too thin, or if you're a fighter, a police officer in the military, where you're likely to take massive head trauma, But I mean, I've read about like athletes, plenty of athletes that get LASIK done, So, yeah. Like
objects hitting their face all the time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's what I mean. So like either work, it really comes down to like how bad your vision is and how thin your cornea is.
Oh yeah, I need to get that all tests Tested.
Just go. They're happy to give you a free exam and then text you, "Hey, you want to get it done or what?" Hey.
Yeah. The only thing I want to go, almost want to go to the place that my friend's ex went to, only because I know they did so much research, and I'm like, they must have picked a great one, but it's in San Diego, and I'm like, that just sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah. There's supposedly a doctor in TJ that's like really good and well known, and it's super dirt cheap.
TJ, oh no, hell no.
I don't know about that.
Oh, might get new eyes, but
And fun fact, nobody has ever been blinded in the United States by LASIK. So,
Oh, that's great.
yeah. But I mean, with all these procedures, you just have to be careful afterwards because you don't want to
Wait,
get your eye infected.
how many people have died? Because they're like, oh shit, we blind you, but can't have that statistics, I'll just kill you instead.
Dude, it's like so, like, it feels so non-invasive. Like, they just lay me down, put a bunch of numbing drops, and then chunk, chunk, slide me over to the next one, follow the dot. You smell your burning fucking cornea or eyeball, and then they do the other one, you smell that one, and then they look at your eyeball with the little like magnifying glass with the light, and they tell you if you're good, and there you go.
What does your burning eyeball smell like?
Not quite like burning hair. It doesn't smell great, and maybe it wasn't the burning of the eye, and maybe just the machine fumes. I'm not really sure, but I assume it was my eye. But
Okay. I'm gonna look into it. It just sounds like, such a great thing to have, to not worry about contact solution anymore.
I mean, you gotta like still get like eye drops and stuff. Like some people like permanently like just have more dry eye. But
I'm
other
okay
than
with that. Because
yeah.
you just need to sometimes you I'm gonna lay in bed, but I can't wear my glasses because I can't lay on my side to look at something.
Yep. It's nice, Grace. I'm loving it.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
guys
Shayna
nearsighted?
wants to get it done. Yeah, I'm nearsighted.
You guys are you're nearsighted too, Grace?
Yes. I always forget which one it is.
The opposite.
Yeah.
I can only see it
Opposite
close.
of what you can't see.
Yeah. So if you're
So-
nearsighted, you can see far.
No, if you're nearsighted, you can see up
obviously, yeah.
close. And if you're
What I mean,
farsighted, you can see far.
sighted.
Yeah.
sighted.
So I'm near.
What is that's telling you what
Well,
you're
how
sighted
bad
near.
were your
Yeah.
eyes? Because mine are pretty fucking bad. But
They told me my prescription's not that bad, at -3. So.
oh yeah, I'm twice. I'm almost twice, 5 point.
Yeah, I mean, I can't
Wow.
see
Grace
shit
is
without my
blind.
glasses. I couldn't see shit without my
She's
glasses.
so blind at
so-
night. She wakes up in the morning. She's like,
No, you can't see. Imagine what you can see, and I
Poking in
can
everything.
see half less than that. Alec will be in bed trying to show me a meme. He's like, "Oh, babe, look, this is funny," and I'm
she's like, hold on. Okay, got it. Jesus Christ, Grace, what are you doing?
Let me see with my own
Let me see there, laddie.
Oh, Gary!
Gary.
don't make fun of my disability. Are we good to go, Ray? Okay, let's roll for a good to go roll.
Good to go drink roll?
Oh,
Good to go?
Please.
Yeah.
One of those good to
17.
go.
17.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck!
7.
2.
Alec drinks. No one takes a shot. All right.
That wasn't the shot.
All right. Last we played, it has been a while. Our Starwatch agents woke from their battle at Priestley Manor in a strange subterranean hut. Using teamwork and quite a bit of drinking, they fumbled their way through fights and puzzles, set fire to an ancient library, and emerged upstairs into a strange circular wooden hut. The walls of the hut are wooden and lined with various alchemical herbs and unidentified creatures and creature parts. And in the center of the room, stirring the cauldron, is an old hunched crone. And you've emerged. You must be the ones I foresaw. Yes, you must. You must. And she grabs some liquid from the cauldron in the middle and passes it all into your hands, saying, "The Harbinger has already arrived. You're late. You are late, but there's still time. Not much, but they have not yet completed the final sacrifice." And urges you each to take a drink from your cup. Everyone except Nastev drinks this concoction from this strange old hag. The bitter, cloying taste chokes you, making you gag. The reflex so strong it drops you to your knees. Your eyes roll back into your head and darkness. In the swirling darkness, shapes begin to take place, and as your eyes adjust, you begin to realize that it is not so much darkness as a thick, glowing smoke. All around you, a small mountain village lay burning to the ground, its people lifeless in its ruin. And before you, a towering mountain peak stands, commanding your vision. Try as you might, you're unable to tear your gaze from it, from the horrifying, unnatural glow alighting its peak. There's a ringing in your head that grows steadily and louder, crescendoing into the sounds of 100 voices screaming in agony as the mountain opens its maw at you, its rocky facade tearing apart into that of a pale skeletal face with a lipless grin, the horrifying glow in its singular eye boring into you. And that is what Roderick and Carl see. Jem, you also find yourself in this small mountain village that is burning all around you. You take a step, and the dark, dark ground squelches beneath your feet, wet with the blood of 100 deaths. Bodies of men, women, and children strewn carelessly like crumbs for the earth to greedily devour. The tinny voice rings in your head too, and growing into a chant of voices that you can pick apart pieces of words. You hear sacrifice of blood, and snap on your left catches your attention as the church, alight in flames, its dark skeletal flame silhouetted against the blaze, shudders and collapses before your eyes in a fiery roar of anguish. The sacrifice of sanctuary. And your eyes move towards the end of the village, where in the break of smoke and fire, you see towering before the village the hulking mountain peak, its sharp summit aglow with an insidious dark energy. The winding path to it is blocked by a figure so shrouded in shadows you can't even make out its shape. You're not sure if it's a trick of the eye or if it's from the smoke or the multiple bouncing lights from the blazing village, but the only thing you can make out clearly from the figure is the 5 long shadow it casts on the ground. It takes a step and begins climbing up the mountain. And as the voices in your head say, the sacrifice of hope, the light atop of the peak snuffs out. And crack, whatever tenuous connection to the vision is shattered, and you guys snap back into your bodies, shaking, clutching at the ground to ground yourself. And the crone tuts around you like a nervous hen. What did you see? What did you see? Quick, before you forget. What did you see?
Wait, what? Was it where we snap back to her hut?
Yeah, you guys are now back in the hut. So Roderick and Carl, you guys just saw like the burning village, and only Jem saw that vision with the dark figure kind of heading up to the mountain.
I saw a burning village in the mountains. What trickery is this? I'm hungry.
I saw a mountain.
What kind of mountain?
A scary mountain with a face.
I believe he said it looked like his ex-wife.
Yeah, it's scary. It's all fiery and stuff.
Jem is like shivering, like scared for what he saw.
Oh, dear Jem. Roderick holds him.
Be more specific. Be more specific. I can't help you unless I know what it is you saw.
Death. Thousands and hundreds of thousands of skeletons. And a shadowy figure. Something something going towards, I think, this mountain that you guys.
Did we see the shadow figure or only Gem?
Only Gem. You guys only saw like this mountain with this sharp peak, and at the peak, at the top of the peak, there's like a light. But yeah, and then Gem was able to see far more detail than you guys, and he saw like a figure with 5 shadows heading up to the mountain.
Yes, the mountain. I'm like shivering. Must not go there. It's danger.
Mountain?
They went there. All 5 of them.
5 of
The peak was sharp with light at the top. He keeps rubbing. He keeps rubbing Gem to keep him warm.
Carl just agrees and
Just like manhandling him like a little baby. Like.
I'm like,
She's like a mountain peak, 5 shadows. They must have made passage to Lothan. I suppose you have some time, but not much. A dark forest, you say? She kind of bores her eyes at Nastif. And then she her gaze kind of passes over each of you. She says, "Who are you? Who are all of you?"
Well, I am Roderick Olva.
who are you?
I am the Watcher. No, this is all wrong! And you see her muttering to herself, scurries to an old tome, just flips rapidly through the pages back and forth. This is wrong, this is all wrong. You are not the ones, you are not.
Can I see what she's reading?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I have something for that, I think. Hold
I wonder who the ones were.
on. Fuck is it called? Roll society to decipher a writing that you can't easily examine when you can't easily examine a document.
What do you mean?
Glean contents of it's a skill I got. It's a feat. You are adept at quickly scanning the papers and carefully discerning the contents of sealed. Oh, this is only. I guess it's only specific to sealed letters.
I would say this is probably more perception.
Okay.
She's like flipping quickly and you're kind of far.
Okay. So I guess I'll just try that anyways.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really see much. Like, it's just, she's flipping really quickly, and like the writing is kind of in like this, I mean, yeah, it's just kind of hard for you to see, and it's like the writing is pretty compact, so you can't really tell what she's flipping through. But yeah, she's still muttering to herself, and then she passes her gaze over and heads over to you. She kind of like grabs Roderick by the chin. No, you are not the ones. You are not the right color, and then passes over Carl and descaled. As she
She had the
passes.
book in her hand?
What?
She had the book
No,
in her hand?
it's on the counter.
Actually, after she passes me, I'm gonna go grab the book.
You gonna grab the book?
Yeah, what the fuck is she doing? We're just like come here and like she's starting to do stuff. We're just letting her do everything.
Yeah, you can go grab the book.
I'm gonna grab the book.
Yeah, and she keeps moving past Nasif, inedible, and she looks at Jem. You are bound by blood. Was that what fooled me? She takes a look around the room there. Was there to be one more? This is all wrong. Carl, you slip past her and grab the book.
What is this?
Give me that!
No. Is she shorter than me?
Yeah, and she,
Can I read it? Can I read in the time before she gets to me? Can I read something? Just to see.
or she tries to.
You cut out.
Let me look up help.
I imagine like a crone not being.
Yeah,
that
no,
tall.
she's, yeah.
I'm just like.
I mean,
I just put my
she's,
hand on her head and I'm just like trying to read the book. I'm like,
Give me that!
hold on, relax. We're the Star Watch. Relax. I'm gonna read the book. What are you trying to
Wanting
do here?
say
Where
we're
did you
the
send me?
Edgewatch.
Basically, in her book, she has like written, like you can see in this page, even like indecipherable, just like hundreds of visions that she just sees like on the daily, like stuff as innocuous like the lamb will fall ill, like do not let it drink the well water, like shit like that. And then you also on that page you see something about a team of 5 that it will stop what will pass from the prophecy.
Are you saying it's not an oracle or something? What is this? She didn't just write this, right? It was already there.
No, this is like it's like a notebook.
Oh, she just wrote that. Did she just? Was she writing in it when she went after we told her?
No, she was flipping through it. Like she
Okay.
was searching for whatever vision that she was. It's like she remember she had this vision, and she, like yeah, she was. It was like this team of 5 that was supposed to stop the prophecy, and what she describes is a half orc, like a lizard folk, like just some mushroom.
In the book, I'm reading.
Yeah, an elf and like a human basically. So like this is what you see in the book.
Interesting. Guys, come here. I tell everybody to come over to me.
Give me back my
Hold
book.
on, crone. Oh, I show you guys what I saw in the book about the 5 people and basically describing the people we're tracking now. That sounds just like the people we're trying to get, right?
It does, as Roderick takes a bite off of some beef jerky from his belt.
I have. What do you mean I have people? You're in my village. Give me back my book.
Yeah.
You guys fell.
We fought the girl
fell,
and then we got
yeah,
teleported.
you guys fell somewhere. You guys saw like you guys fell into this weird world, and then you guys, as you guys were in and out of consciousness, you were feeling like you were dragged somewhere.
Weird dimension, you are in the shadow plane. I can see from your constitution you are not from this land. More specifically, you are in my humble town of Maradun.
She kind of scowls, like,
Stupid. I thought you were the ones. This one tricked me.
and she points at Jem almost kind of like angrily, and
I saw you in a vision. The way. As the vessels to destroy the prophecy, but you are not them. You are not them. I was mistaken. Give me back my book.
she snatches it from you, holds it.
Is it magical? Did I detect magic on it?
So, it's a regular book. You do
Oh.
detect magic within obviously within this room.
Within this room.
Yeah.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Where is it coming from? Which direction?
It's coming from the hag.
Okay, from the hag. Okay.
But what if you saw what you saw, then perhaps you will do.
She like makes another nervous glance at you guys.
You must do. Your path flows into the same river as theirs, a river that, up until recently, I have only seen end in darkness and pain. I can no longer see those who would come before you. Their light has been swallowed by the river, and when I felt yours, I mistakenly thought they had come back, but nevertheless, here you are, unforeseen, and a new path has emerged, and you must have heard the call of the darkness. Have you not?
She looks expectantly at you guys.
Have you been eating some of your mushrooms?
You do not even know the tenuous balance that is being disrupted, right? You poor, ignorant children.
I'll take that as a yes.
She huffs. There are prophecies made by those who would bring a great darkness within the world. And within those prophecies, I have heard visions, seen visions of a harbinger that bring upon an era of darkness and pain, heralded by the greatest sacrifice of man, of blood, sanctuary, and hope. They will deliver the Dark Prince a gift, a surrogate for what has once been stolen. And with this weapon, the gods may come to war again, and all of the realms will weep blood, not just mine, but certainly yours as well. Yeah, you guys saw this letter about restoring this mirror. I don't think that it had much information about.
No, I don't remember anything.
You guys, like, outside of the brief. Yeah, they have to fix this mirror. Print a letter, I think. Yeah, you show her the letter and she's like, let me see this. And she like eyes the paper. She takes a long sniff at the page and she says, I wonder if this, wait, she totters around. This may have something to do with this, but I do not know what. Perhaps you have heard of them. They call themselves the Soul Reavers.
I don't think we have.
I don't know if I can't remember if you guys found information on them while you were digging up what was going on with because you guys found quite a bit of like weird shit happening at the Caspius' underground basement, and they were saying, oh yeah, there was this weird cult thing that was going on. No, like when you guys were trying to track down the other party, and they were like, oh yeah, what happened they were like, and we had to clear the whole thing because there was some weird freaky cult shit in the thing, and I don't know if you guys ever pursued. I can't remember.
I don't remember anything about Soul Reavers.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about Soul Reavers. Can you acknowledge that check on Soul Reavers?
You can give me a society check. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't heard of it.
22.
22. No, you don't really know much again, but she kind of sees the blank stare coming from your eyes. You can.
Soul Reaver?
Yeah.
Soul Reaver?
Shadow of Cain.
You would know
Yeah,
that
that's what I keep
they
thinking of.
Yeah.
are a branch of Zon Kuthon worshippers that have started to develop their own prophecies based upon a weapon that they call the Soul Reaver. And this is supposed to be in replace of his glaive that Saren Ray, they say Saren Ray, not Shaylin stole from him.
So they're pursuing the weapon?
So they're crafting him a weapon to replace the glaive that Shaylin stole. Yes, precisely. I'm glad that someone is aware of the current world affairs. This weapon, if made to completion, if the crystal that holds it eats enough souls to make this weapon in and of itself its own god, and they gift it to the Dark Prince. Imagine what destruction he will reap upon the world.
I don't like it.
This is terrifying! This is a matter of grave concern, a difference between life spent in the pursuit of pleasure or eternal torment. You should have some urgency.
So you're
How
starting
do
to
we
stop.
know we can trust you and it's not just your mushrooms telling you about these great calamities? How do we know you're not working for the Five, trying to create a cover on why we should not be going after them?
Oh.
If only you were the Five, perhaps you would understand this plight more than I have. As you pass through this world, you must have felt his power growing.
Whose
Even
power?
Zon Kuthan and
Oh, I've heard that name.
I mean, you guys would know. Like, he's kind
Yeah.
of-
Well,
yeah,
we've
he's-
kind of run into some Zanku
Right.
already. So,
Yeah.
like, it's like saying Lucifer, right? Like
Mhm.
Satan.
with every passing day, they grow closer to their goal.
Diablo.
Weapon complete, and yet much of the world, just as you, live in ignorance of this, in spite of all they've seen of their fabric tearing.
I'd like to sense motive.
Sure.
I sense nothing.
I'll sense motive.
I rolled a 2.
Oh God. Okay. 27.
You sense she's telling the truth, like, or at the very least, she believes what she's telling you.
If, she says finally with a sigh, I am just simply wrong, and all you care about is this 5 that you're searching for, then at least believe me that the path that you walk is the one that they should have. If they are anywhere here, where I send you is where they will be. Whether or not you choose to believe what the Soul Reavers hope to accomplish, then I hope you will see this as you walk this path. But at the very least, you will most likely find them at the end of this road.
So you're gonna help
Is
us
there
find
any-
them then?
Is there anything about the 4 helping the 5 to become the 9?
There is nothing, but again, up until recently, I've only seen one way this story ends. And when the light diminished, I thought, oh, all hope was lost. And here you are. The paths have all diverged now. I have not seen the end. I only know that something has changed. Whether or not it is in our favor is yet to be seen.
Well, we need to find the 5.
Where are they?
As I've told you, their flame has been snuffed out by some hand more powerful than mine. I cannot sense them, but I know that up until recently, they were on this path that you now walk.
Where will they be?
They were supposed to go to Loth, where you saw the mountain peak.
Is that where we should go to meet them?
She looks at you.
Yes, go there. That is where you should go.
Which way? Is it that way? This way? Which way? Is it north, south, east?
Loth is towards the north.
It's in this plane.
It's in this place.
It's not the
yes.
other plane.
It is here.
It's this one. Okay,
Do you have
that way. Okay.
Do you have mushrooms for the road that will not change my view on the world, just fill my tummy.
You should have seen some downstairs.
Well, I mean, maybe you had some prepared. Maybe you have a delicious mushroom soup recipe.
I am not a restaurant. My race was once so powerful and so revered, and now I have to deal with you people.
Who are you calling you people?
Of course, yes.
What do you mean, you people?
The fate of the world rests in your hands, and you don't even understand the responsibility of it.
I don't get paid enough for this woman. Just point me to the town so we
She
can get
just
on our way.
stares longingly at her.
Do we arrest her?
Perhaps I
Yeah.
was
Freeze!
Get on the fucking ground!
I'm gonna shoot my missiles at you.
I love it. Your fucking finger guns.
My
Get on the
finger.
fucking ground! Get
Magic
on the
missile!
ground!
Magic missile! Down, 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 down!
Agents of Edgewatch!
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Reno 911.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we should go to Loth.
Hey, lady? Are we like in a room, like a closed room? How do we get out of here?
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, you're in like a circular hut. There's like the downstairs
opening
where you
to go
came
outside?
From. Yeah, there's like a door.
So
Okay,
she's
so-
got this like super extravagant like
Yeah.
basement. And
Yeah,
then it's
she's
just
got,
this
like, a-
little shitty hut over
Yeah.
the over the
It's
like
disguise,
fucking
man,
front-
disguise.
the door.
It's funny.
Now you guys are in like a circular hut.
Okay.
There's a door behind you. Again, you can choose not to go and leave us all to our fate. That is also a path you can take.
How far
Well,
is it from here?
Perhaps 2 days time today, a week tomorrow. The shadow plane is ever changing. There is no definitive
Oh my
time.
god!
Wait. I'm so confused.
How,
I
dude,
thought
can
we
you
weren't-
get us out of here? Could you?
Yes, there is one green of skin with tusks. There is another that looks like a lizard. One that is a talking mushroom. Another humanoid creature, and one descendant or related or blood relations to him, and she glares pointedly at Jen.
She's an elf.
Elf.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Death. Oh, I'm still shaking up from all the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm calming down by now as the conversations go, and I'm starting to gain clarity on what these 5 figures are as you blatantly describe them. I guess now is a time than any to mention. I guess that sounds like someone from my past part of my family that went and ventured forth with them. I did not want to go due to that fear of that dream I've had, but I feel like all signs are pulling me, and I feel like we should go and investigate.
Wait, did you know this when you got assigned this mission?
I did not know I would be assigned a mission of such nature, but I know of after seeing this dream, I felt almost such familiarities in my past, and it could or could not be true that this may be a blood relative, but I can only go and investigate to find out.
You have to
That's
tell him,
me?
you know? Yeah, you have to tell him. You're the GM right now.
Oh.
he's not you, so your character.
Oh, Yeah, no, exactly what I said. I didn't like come here for that. I guess, but I did have a longing to search and find. I didn't know this mission would specifically take me there. Yeah.
Did
Yeah, but I mean,
well,
they're
not
all
actual
handwritten
pictures, right?
things.
They're
Yeah,
like,
they're like shitty hand drawn pictures.
shitty hand drawings, right? So I'm like, yeah, because that I guess that dream, I'm feeling like that connection, like, oh, maybe this could be, yeah,
Yeah, but even like as you were saying, Carl and Roderick saw something different than what you saw. Like you saw with way more clarity. Like yeah, you definitely felt there was.
no one can hear you.
Oh, you definitely saw that there was some sort of link that allowed you to see more clearly than what they saw.
yeah, and maybe, you know, after that fear subsided from that dream, I'm honing in on why maybe I'm seeing it clear, and maybe it's that connection I have with. Yeah, this was I don't know how you would say it. I almost felt like 2 generations ago in terms of regular life, right? Because I was living long, but basically, yeah, this was a young child that I managed to look over, because where we grew up was pretty hard, and a lot of bad things were happening, and that led for his parents, which was it my brother kid. My brother died, which was his dad, and mom died, so I ended up taking care of this little sucker. But I don't know if his pains. Yeah, I tried. I taught him.
Yeah. No, it's my brother's kid.
Yeah, that's my brother's kid, so you know.
Yeah.
Taught him enough to get along, and I guess it sounds like he survived. So whatever, you know, happened, it looks like he made it this far. So, like I said, it felt like 2 generations ago. You know, I tried to teach him the ways of magic realm. He had his hearts in sight to be like this awesome spellcaster, but he never could you know, get through his pain with his parents and the death that happened, and he just up and took off. Who knows? Time can tell. This time that's passed, anything can happen. I hope not.
Are you a bad guy?
I laugh at you. What? Do I look like a bad guy? No.
I don't know what you do in the bathroom.
No. I just take long to relieve myself. They don't have, you know, those creams for elves, so I gotta take my time there.
Ew.
I don't know. I mean, can do my best. I don't have a specific way, but I can try. Sure. I mean, we have this premonition, this dream, and I feel like if we follow it, it'll do the rest. Yep, sounds about right. I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, Nasdaq, is there a way out of here? I'm ready to go home, man. They don't pay me for this shit. Yeah, I'm old.
You just like the whole time you're talking, just the hag's pouting in the corner, like, never made such a grievous error. You are not the one. There's like a door. Yeah.
Like a hot door.
Yeah, there's
outside.
a hut door outside.
All right.
Right.
I mean, that's not necessarily true, right? Because in the city, like they like killed a whole bunch of people in the city before, right? Was it the one with the M? I forgot the name.
Called, but you guys went there and it was completely burnt down.
Right? Yeah, we like. So that's not good, right? That's not a positive thing. No. We came. So some destruction they're leaving in their path. Yeah.
Yeah.
The people that they interact with specifically haven't said anything.
I mean, yes. I mean, you guys were given a laundry list. I mean, certain things are true. Impersonating an officer, like, you know, fucking, like, what is it? Embezzlement. Not, what is it? Like, fucking, what is it where you... Yeah, indecent exposure, and you like you use your like law to kind of badger the shopkeepers to give you a discount. I forgot what the fuck I called it, but like shit like that. But then it's like minor compared to like you're like, oh, they're mass murderers, and then yeah, you hear people like the Sasha Greystone, like they saved our lives, like we would be dead if it was not.
Those guys are fucking heroes, man. Fucking heroes.
Let's go get their autographs.
Yeah. Have we seen this? I mean, I guess the stuff with the Miss Priestley was kind of... Yeah.
I would say we were picked for this special assignment for a reason, and we can make the choices.
But it's also like, I mean, to Nasdaq's point, it's like, what were the...
Well, we should be like...
We're in a different plane, though.
I mean, you
Letters?
guys got a ring of message from Priestley's manor, didn't you?
Send like an owl.
Did we send
I
it?
don't
like
remember
letters.
how far that goes.
Like the letters take weeks, right?
I mean, I don't think the crow is gonna fly through the portal.
well,
like,
I mean, even if we weren't in the portal,
Yeah.
it takes weeks. Like, you know,
but I
Harry
mean, like,
Potter.
and I would argue that as
Harry
a
Potter, they works.
It's right in the Mandarin.
as a agent of, you know, like the law, like our mission should be to help people above all. And if the entire world, we need to help. I will be helping. I will not watch this world fall to these evil fucks. And if I've got to tackle the 5 after we save the world, so fucking be it.
My lawfully
didn't
good
join this-
nature
I
allows
didn't
me
enjoy
to not
this.
be good. Sorry.
I enjoy this team to not do good in the world.
Here, here. Jim has a little chub from that speech, right?
And if those 5 are good, then maybe we never find them. But for now, we should be saving the fucking world. And with that, Roderick's walking out the fucking door to fucking Floth or whatever the fuck it's called.
Jem's following him.
It's very likely he ate too many mushrooms. He was hungry.
You always forget my name.
Carl?
I think
Oh.
Carl's just sitting there, like, kind of looks like conflicted, and he just like pulls out his like fifth of Jack and just fucking takes a fucking swig, and he's like, "Fuck it," and just walks out. I have actually. She said that's a prompt. I don't know about what he said exactly.
Let me pull it up.
Part of
Yeah,
it.
but no, I mean that's you know, I like that point that you made, Nasef, because it's true. Like, you guys were so caught up in like, this is the rules we were assigned, and you got, it was like, you bring it back to, why did you even sign up for the Star Watch? Like, what was your purpose?
Yeah, but I think that's a good thing to press and push because, you know, like, Carl might not be the type to, you know, do more than he wants. Like, and I am only calling out Carl because he's the alcoholic, upset with everything. Yeah.
I mean, not officially because I got demoted, right? So, but I mean, I guess I have the years, yeah.
No, I have it. It's just, it's really long. What exactly were you looking for? You guys were... Yeah, you guys were tasked to find a group of individuals masquerading as Absalonian law enforcement called the Absalom Bureau of Investigation. These men are considered highly dangerous and highly manipulative and must be treated with the utmost caution. He then describes to you what they were, and this was the whole backstory of, like, you know, they took you guys through the path of everything that they've touched. So he, you know, and you, yeah, tells you the story of their path. But again, you guys went to the Blade's Edge, talked to the crew. They had nothing bad to say about they were super evasive. You guys talked to Bolter, and he had nothing but the proudest things to say about you guys. Then you guys went out to they went to the forest. They couldn't get into the forest. Then they went to McCall, and that was completely burnt down to the ground. And then Eladir was the only place, after you talked to the constabulary, where they were like, yes, they were indecent exposure, extortion, bodily harm, multiple counts of murder, all that stuff. So that's really the only place you ever heard that they did it.
I thought we were just like arresting him and bringing him back. I mean, that was my assumption.
Yeah, I think. Finding these criminals and bringing you are tasked with, you guys see Lieutenant Sebastian in your head barking orders. You are all tasked to find these criminals and bring them to justice alive by any means necessary, so that they may be met with the full force of the law within the proud walls of Absalom.
Oh.
She looks to Nasdef and she smiles and she says, I did. But how do you know?
Ooh. Intrigue.
She points the way that your friends walk out, and you actually, as you leave, you see from her slumped, pouting form, hope beginning to reemerge in her eyes. And you guys enter the small swamp town of Maradwen. Well, they didn't because they're
Well, we
outside.
didn't, but me as a player, yeah, love it. Oh man, now I want to like go back and hear everything you've said.
No, that was one that was so good. I think like you guys were the basement of what used to be Cassius Labor Forum, and there was like a huge blood splotch on the ground. Like where you guys, it was like a dirt thing, and they were like rebuilding.
I didn't
stuff.
take that as a hint. I thought that was Ray just wanting to like say, "Oh, look at my character. Ooh, cool."
No, I know that was like fun. No, yeah, that was.
Yeah, I
wait,
did not
what?
take that as. I didn't take that at all as Nasdef trying to hint at it. I was like,
Wait,
Ray,
what was
like-
the hint? I don't remember.
it was like in kind of like in the shape of like a fox. The blood print.
Oh,
Yeah, but I thought Ray
I'm
was just being
surprised you
silly.
remembered that.
Yeah, I thought he was just being silly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait till when we get all done with it, like actually talk about all this other stuff that happened on the site too. I think that such all the stuff that you did with NASDAQ was really interesting. All right, so you guys leave the hut to the smell of wetlands and an acrid humidity. All around you are the marshy bog of swampland, and this strange little town has built itself upon stilts and interconnected wooden bridges. A handful of people can be seen watching you as you emerge. Humanoid creatures with pale, colorless skin and glowing eyes, and they scattered sheepishly as you meet their gaze. One of them approaches you, a woman. A woman approaches you, nervously wringing her hands. Are you adventurers?
oh, this place looks fucking metal as shit.
Yeah, you slapped me once. Straight to the mirror. Yeah, I mean, but it was still morning, yeah. Right now, it basically looks like a bright evening, almost.
Do we?
Like, it's like pretty dark, the whole terrain is colorless, and up into the sky you see this, like, moon. Give me do you have, like,
Planes? Knowledge planes? Yeah, do we know if time passes the same as the
Right.
material plane? Like all that?
Arcana. Yeah, give me a Arcana check. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do Arcana. Oh, I got shitty. So, 19 Master Arcana.
I mean, with the master, you would know something about the shadow plane. You know that it is basically perpetual, like almost like perpetual twilight, not perpetual twilight, but like you would guess like this would probably be considered their daytime. Yes, they are corporeal. She just approaches you guys nervously, wringing her hands. Are you adventurers?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we're adventurers.
She kind of like flushes. Sorry for I forgive my impertinence. We don't get many visitors within the town, especially those that are called in audience to the Watcher. I just assumed you were someone of great power.
Yeah, the Watcher's our friend.
It's a nicer hut than I was imagining, by the way.
It was bigger than I thought too.
I mean, she
I
has
thought
a
it was this
whole like,
Little dick
a
thing, yeah.
little shitty thing, and
she's
all
a
the goods was down under.
she's a woman of power that you just berated incessantly. But and then she says, well, if the fates have truly brought you here, then please lend me your aid. I don't have much to pay for your time, but my husband's life depends on it. He's one of the few hunters in our town, and he hasn't returned for a few days, and I fear he must be lost to us. Please help me find him and bring him home.
Come on,
I
lady.
click decline quest. And
Yeah. You just accept the quest, walk 5 paces, and then disappoint it.
Yeah. Write it down in my little book and
Yeah.
then erase
Okay,
it.
no.
Yes, we all live here in this town. Yes, myself for a while. Yes.
I mean, look around. It looks like there's a whole other
Jim like touches her shoulder.
society going on this side of the thing.
Yeah, and as you look around, you see people like, they're fishing and doing, whatever.
Normal people shit.
But they're all kind of just stealing glances at you guys as they work.
Are they dressed any differently? Like, do they look completely, like, is it obvious they were fucking outsiders?
I mean, they all have pale, colorless skin and glowing eyes. So yes, it's. Very
Oh, they have,
apparent.
okay, so
Yes.
that's what they look like.
Yes.
I must have missed that, okay. Are they magical?
Yeah, she feels normal.
Rolling a knowledge check.
Society.
Society.
Society. Arcana, if you want to know about this place. Society. Arcana.
What is-
Everything would follow.
Why is
Arcana
Okay.
suck.
zoomed in?
Arcana!
Arcana.
I mean, I say it's something different.
I got a 12.
I have something nice for this somewhere. Oh my god, it's 1 million.
Well, I guess
That's 4.
I rolled for
Ooh,
the daytime, just the plane,
so-
this channel.
That would be a 23. No, but I have a feat that gives me incredible improvisation. +4 circumstance bonus to untrained skill you are attempting a check with. I am untrained,
Yeah.
and it is a +4 to untrained skills.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
untrained
23.
you wouldn't really know. She laughs. Well, people live on the material plane. People live on all sorts of planes.
Tell me, what is
there's more?
what is the schooling like here?
I suppose the same as yours.
Like-
Knowledge passed upon to others by those who know more.
What's the happiest village in the Shadow Plane?
I like
Also-
to say it's ours.
Do you have a tasting menu? I'd love to try your different delicacies.
Do you have alcohol here in the Shadow Plane?
Is this
Yes,
water pee?
Please, I'm so sorry. Yes, please. If you will help, I'll be glad to feed you and if you will just come find my husband, I'll give you food and.
Okay, lady, look, why is nobody else in your village helping you find your missing husband? We
They
just
have-
showed up.
They have
Don't you
tried.
have, like, constables or something? I mean, what the hell is going on in this place that you need random people you've never met?
We don't have a tavern, but yes, come to my house. I'll prepare you a meal.
Carl rolls his eye in the back of his head.
She
I whisper in Naz's ear. We don't exist in the shadow plane.
I don't think this is our jurisdiction.
There is no Star Watch here.
Roderick whispers in Carl's ear, "But we're here now, therefore we exist."
Okay.
Jim starts touching everyone's arms to make sure they're real.
She leads you guys back to a small hut.
Ooh. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. I assume I need a blacksmith to put that in.
Oh, nice. Slow their ass.
Okay.
That's cool.
Nice. Gave him an eye.
Ooh. You are the best, my friend. Her house.
Yeah, it's her hut.
How big is her hut?
It's fairly small, but yeah, it's like a comfortable. Yeah, it's probably exactly what the other one was. It's like modestly furnished, pretty utilitarian, but whatever handmade furniture they have, they try to make it comfortable with pelts and pillows and things like that. And as you enter, she offers you, "Would you like some water? Anything?"
Mm.
Yes. Like it's unnatural to you. Like, imagine, it's not even like a human pale. It's like, imagine the skin with no redness on it. It's like colorless.
No pigment?
You
Powder.
can give me a nature
Everybody's
check.
powder.
Can I do nature check to support?
What?
Can I assist with a nature check?
Yeah, if you want to check on the pelts.
30.
30. Yeah, you cast a glance on your pelt, and it seems odd because, I mean, not necessarily odd, but they don't really look like any animal that you would have recognized. It just looks like a weird, dark, shaggy pelt. Yes, of course, of course. And she pours you water into a glass from a pitcher. The water, or whatever it is she pours out, is a kind of murky, viscous liquid. And she hands you the glass. You're welcome. I don't have much prepared right now, but I can scrounge around some fruit. Here, have some. She like brings out like a tray of what she calls fruit, and again, they're just like not really anything that you've ever seen. Most of it is pretty dark in color, even from the outside, like no really gloss on the skin.
Can I check the water?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
What the fuck is this? It's not alcohol, is it? Oh, natty 20. Tell me all about that water, Grace.
So yeah, again, it's definitely not the water that you're used to. It's obviously a weird murky kind of grayish color, and it's not like a viscous. It's not like
Is it harmful?
sludge, but I mean you can't smell anything from it. And if you
It's high in
Can't tell if
magnesium.
it's harmful or anything. Yeah.
did you taste it?
No, I looked at it.
She looks shocked, and then she says, "Of course." And you see her pour herself a glass and drink it as if to reassure you that it's fine.
Do you have any alcohol?
Can Jim?
I
Jim
hold
take a
on.
sip?
I can take a little sip, I guess. But my perception doesn't carry over, does it?
No, I mean your perception was you looking at it and smelling it, because you didn't say you tasted it.
I mean, it looks okay.
It looks okay. Jim takes it for a sip then.
I mean, that's all I can say. It looks okay.
I'm trying to.
Boss man says is okay.
Boss man.
Yeah, it's just like imagining drinking, something that's a little bit thick, but it has no taste. It tastes exactly like water. It's just
Like
a little bit thick.
It's like a shake, but water.
A water shake?
Like a water shake, guys.
Now I really gotta try their alcohol.
Yes, of course. You see her kind of
It's good water.
She refills the water from a pump and a pitcher and hands it to you guys, and again brings a tray of baked breads and things like that, and lays it on the table, and like a thing of preserved meats. The Watcher? Oh, she's been here since the inception of the village. She founded the village, in fact. And she, of course, we always defer to her and her infinite wisdom, and she has led us always graciously and with kindness. We've, in fact, benefited so much from her and her unnatural sight in order to avoid certain dangers and things like that. As you can imagine, life in the Shadow Plane is not particularly easy. For one thing, outside of established cities, small villages like these have a hard time surviving, especially with dangers that lurk about and the hardships that one experiences living in such wilderness. But we came here because of the Watcher and the protection that she is able to provide a small village. I prefer a peaceful lifestyle than that of the city, and oftentimes they are governed by a strict religious zeal that I don't agree with. She just tried to double check to make sure I am correct. For instance, my family immigrated from Nidal within the material plane. My family immigrated from. She did not come over. My family immigrated from lands that belonged to Zon-Kuthon, who worshipped them greatly. Their government was built purely by those who knew his prophecies and who spoke of his omen. Oh, they're all across these lands. Those Zon-Kuthon, Abaddon.
think those are the prevalent religions within this land.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask her about the name of the city because she gave us the name of it. Right? Yeah, what's the name of the city again, Grace?
Which city?
The city that she told us to go to?
Loth.
Loth.
Floth.
Loth. Loth.
I kept wanting to say floth. Floth.
I think he's talking about Loth. Have you been there? Do you know where that is?
I have not been there, but I know that it is to the north of us, and I know that they are one of the cities here that deeply worships on Kuthan. You will find that many of those who dwell within the plane of shadow worship him, as this is his domain.
What?
Yes. My husband is one of the few hunters within this village. Oftentimes he goes out for a few days and brings back much needed meats, extracts from monsters, all things like that. Sometimes they travel in packs, sometimes they roam off on their own. He's never been gone for this long, and I worry, so we sent a team of hunters out to skirmish out and look for him, but they couldn't find him. The seers sent him out in the swamp to the east, but as you know, these lands are ever shifting. Who knows how close and far he could have gone by now. Day by day, it shifts even further. He could be miles and miles.
So you're telling us you want us to go walk east for miles and miles to find your husband?
I just... If it's inconvenient to you, then I just...
Are you sure he didn't go north?
Well, if you find him, I would...
Okay, just calm down.
Just-
I was joking. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sober. I turn into an asshole when I'm sober.
She
Yeah. I don't like me sober. Can't take who I am sober.
she just again. She says,
Just every day that passes, he could drift further and further apart. I know that you're not of this plane, and I don't know if you are aware, but the nature of this plane is not like that of yours, I assume. It's not static. The lands here change ever so slightly every day. What could be a day's journey one day could be a week's journey the next, and only an hour away the following day. Just, if you were to ask me to draw a map for you to Loth where you're supposed to go, I could not. There's no map of the Shadowlands. Only general directions. We know that certain things will probably always be to our north, and certain things will always be to our east, but in terms of direction, those things could fluctuate on the daily. He's a seasoned hunter. He should be able to show you your way back.
she gets angry, and you can see her kind of balling her fist.
He's a great hunter. He's not lost. I know something happened to him. These swamps have been getting dangerous day by day, and our numbers are dwindling. Our hunters couldn't have skirmished out for fear
How's
of
dinner
losing
doing?
anymore. What do you mean dinner? I've already offered you what we have. If you want me to prepare you something, I suppose I could.
Yeah.
We're gonna need our energy if we're gonna have to walk miles and miles to the east.
She says, very well, and she goes through the hut. You can see her.
We're the
starting
same
to
fucking
look.
party as our other group. Same people.
Not
But that's a little bit
really.
nicer.
Yeah.
So yeah, she starts cooking in the meantime.
Yes. Well, yes, but there's also the state of the world in trouble right now. If we can help along the way, I think we should do that, but I would like to see the world not perish. This man will be dead either way if we can't save the world. I met you, didn't I?
Those new eyes, dude. That look though.
Yeah, you couldn't see him with my glasses before.
Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. How do you say no to that?
It's almost like we were on her NPC path.
So we're just gonna every lady we run into, we're just gonna listen to her and do what she says.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah. Just wait until we start walking east.
I thought we were in the end game, and here we get bogged down by side quests.
Oh yeah, what was that girl? She was kind of hot. The girl from the other material plane, that chick. No.
Asha?
Real Targaryen of you.
You're weird. A little bit. No,
Yes.
no.
But
I like how Carl, the one that hates this job the most, is like, no, we'll fucking help.
He's not evil. He's not evil. He's not
Oh,
evil.
yeah.
He's just like fucking over
But
it.
he's the
But
fucking
he's
cuck.
gotta do what he's gotta do.
And
You are, how they say, a cuckold in this character.
I don't know what that means.
It means somebody else fucked your wife.
Yeah. I mean, there's no. Do we ever establish that there was no like team leader? Ah, god damn
I just learned of that.
it. Let's get on with it then.
Yeah, shortly she comes to you with a piece of seared meat and some again this strange dark roasted vegetables. But the meat itself, you could see, has like a outside of the cooked char is like a weird grayish cast, but smells good. It smells like meat.
Do you have like ale?
Oh, I would say perhaps afternoon.
I thought we rested already. Or no?
No, perhaps not. She just yes, perhaps it's for the best. Yes, you should rest. You can make use of my living room and
You're still drained, right?
I have heard. So yeah, you guys kind of eat. Do you guys eat food?
I asked her for
Yes.
ale. She says,
She made
Oh, she
food.
brings you a jug of like it smells like moonshine.
"All right." We'll have a
Roderick,
little bit.
well, what does it look like, Grace? What's the spread? Like,
Dark, ugly vegetables and
Yeah, this
meat
is like
that looks
dark
shit.
vegetable this meat that like outside the dark burn marks of them from the char, and the steer has like a weird grayish cast to it.
Roderick takes a big slice of meat and some of the vegetables all on his fork and just.
The meat tastes gamey, but it is very well prepared, and the vegetables, you can't really place the taste. It's like it kind of tastes like a parsnip meets a sweet potato, but it's delicious and it pairs really well with the gaminess of the meat.
It is delicious.
I have heard things from it. Increasingly, apparently they've been growing in popularity ever since. There have been multiple factions of people who worship Zongkutan, and they have been a small one, but up until recently, their numbers have definitely grown in size. I hear whispers that they are preparing to give a gift to the Dark Lord in order to curry favor for his ascension, so that they will be the ones in favor when he rises to power. I don't know. Yeah, sure. With 27, so you I mean, the Shadow Plane would be a great place to give it to him, because this is he's not really like prevalent within the material plane. Like, this is his domain. He basically is the god of the Shadow Plane. So if anywhere, it would be here. Imagine so. Again, if the Watcher, I'm not familiar with the particular sect, but if the Watcher is pointing you to Loth, I'd imagine that is where they would be. And as you know, it is one of the more prevalent religions within the Shadow Plane. Just people who are a bit more touched have had more nightmares. There have been more increasing of visions. Again, even people tangentially interested in Zongkuthon have felt his hold upon this land sort of grow as they've been growing in power. I think that is probably why so many people have started to revert back to the religion. Of course, let's say if the coming of a god is prophesied, would you not want to be on his side?
I mean, if he's the god of the Shadow Plane, then what happens if we stop this?
Gods rarely. And I think what is frightening is the gods rarely meddle in the affair of mortals, but in this case, they're doing something so heinous that he has no choice but to take notice. I hear they're crafting some sort of weapon created by the souls of 100 lives. This weapon... Oh, yes, but don't you know that the soul gem only accepts the lives of those who are worthy? It's not just someone like me. Perhaps the soul of someone like you fills 100 of you fill its cavity.
Perhaps if your husband does not come back, Nasdif can fulfill his role. He is a handsome young fellow.
He is very handsome, and you are too kind, but I am powerless. I'm powerless even to save my husband. But it is said that this weapon they created is to replace the slight of the weapon that Shaylin has stole from him, and this.
Not mine. Mine is
No.
Yomode. The Iomade? That's odd.
If we're believing what that witch said.
It would appear to be the case. Please, may I have some more, though? This is absolutely delicious. Tell me, what is the seasoning on this meat?
Oh, this is a plant that we harvest from the swamp called spice root. My name. I'm so sorry. I've been so caught up in the plight of my husband. I've completely forgot to introduce myself. My name is Kat.
Oh, you fucker.
What?
My husband, his name is Kisak, and she looks like this.
Now we have to save it.
Damn it! Why you do that?
No, I didn't know. Tell me, could you pack me some of this spice root? And perhaps you made an oil out of this spice root as well. It's got a real kick out here.
I do. How did you know? It's something that I've been doing in my spare time.
Everyone knows of Kat's oil.
The name is Kat. How do you spell cat, Case?
K-A''AT.
A''AT. Can you spell it for you?
Was that?
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do not remember
We
any of
drank
that.
a lot that night.
Yeah, I don't remember that shit at all.
Yeah,
No.
but I mean, like, regardless, you guys were in the swampland, so yeah.
I don't even remember that. Remember that as canonical to the story. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
it was
why.
the
That's why I
birthday
did. That's why I
one, I
didn't link it to
remember.
like actually being part of.
I don't remember whose birthday it was.
It was
It was
yours.
It was yours.
Jack's.
Jack's, yeah.
Oh,
Remember we played Warzone then with
Yeah,
the
that
giant?
was the Warzone giant map.
nobody wants to play with me.
You guys.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why.
Shattered the
The
mirror.
other mirror, yeah.
And like just like weird pulse of energy when you shattered it, like briefly took you here, and then like you guys back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And that's all I remember. He wanted us to all come over for dinner, I think, right?
Yeah, Kat was great at cooking. He wanted you to
Yeah,
feast at her place.
Cosmodon, the all-knowing.
yeah.
He guards the maze. And we've got that was the Geno section.
The
And then-
swamp.
And then there was the Nini Bear saving Nini Bear, right?
Yeah.
which was Grace and Alec, and then Warzone with me.
No one wants to play with me.
No one wants to play with me. Speaking of which, don't forget to update your Warzone.
I uninstalled it.
I have to work.
I'll fucking scream. That's fine.
Especially because you're not wearing glasses. So. Yeah, you gotta put the glasses. I'm not playing unless you wear glasses.
I didn't even see that. See, Ray knows more about the game. Oh. That makes me so happy.
All right, you guys go to sleep. And in the morning, she's already packed you guys a doggy bag for meal. But as you sleep, everybody give me a will save.
Oh. Thought we were gonna level up for some reason.
We never level up.
You guys just leveled up.
We never level up, dude. Oh, 90-20, how about that?
Oh no, I rolled a 2.
Will save? Well, it's
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and be, but at the, a good old 26? 26.
21.
Okay. Nasty. All right, you guys are. But as she packs you guys your meals and helps you off, she mentions, please, if this path does not align with your mission, then do what you must. I understand. If I recall, mortals coming from the material plane do not react well to an extended time on our realm. They suffer from something called shadow sickness. And the longer you stay here, the harder it is for you to fight it. So, please don't tarry.
Can I do knowledge on that?
Yeah. And yeah, as you guys eat, definitely, like, you can see from outside, like, what you had thought was, she had told you it was afternoon, but to someone who would live in the material realm, it looks almost like a nighttime. The sun, she explains, what is the sun was what we took for as the moon. Like, that's how much literal light the sun casts on this realm. It looks like a moon. And then as nighttime descended, you guys looked outside and there was a true moon and it was like blood red.
Can we do knowledge on the sickness?
You give me a Arcana check.
32.
32. You have stumbled across this in your reading, and it is basically what is it? Ascending will save that you will pass every day. Failing will result in a loss of a wisdom point, and if reduced to 0, you will basically forget the existence of light and go mad, and upon this death you will become a shadow yourself.
Awesome.
Well then.
Cool.
Well, I guess
Oh.
Keystack is on his own. And
Just FYI that this is going to be a tracker that will be happening every day you decide to spend on the Shadow Realm. And that
Now what?
that's it.
well,
So if you fail your check, you have to take a drink.
Yeah, but everybody passed.
as a player, I cannot, in good nature, not save our friend.
I know, I was planning to drop that hook if you guys are really resistant to it. Yeah, I know, I was like,
I mean, you know my answer now.
Yeah. I take everything back about Nasdiv replacing Gino. Just. Well, I guess we shall save your husband. I will need a replenishment of this oil, though.
Let's hurry.
When we
Thank
get
you
back.
so much. I will make you more bottles than you can carry. And I hope you have a smooth journey to find him. Right, and you guys head out of. He looks like. You will definitely recognize him by his glorious man bun. There is none other like it within the village.
A man bun. What is this?
Imagine a rope of the most glorious shiny hair you've ever imagined, coiled in a bun on top of your head.
Yeah, and she like makes a loop out of it and sticks it on top of Nastev's head like a bowling ball.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
my friend, you could pull off any hairstyle. I love making Nasdaq blush. It's like, oh, little guy. He's
He
kind of a
snorts.
guy. Roderick likes Nasdaq. Well, we're off to find the Kisak, the wonderful Kisak of us.
Alright, so you guys move out of the village and start heading east to where Kisak reportedly was, and you guys have no idea how long it'll take for you to find him, as she says the landscapes are constantly changing, but you hope you find him soon. As you walk, the twilight sky makes it almost difficult to keep your eyes focused. Like everything is basically in a low contrast, and the low light casts the light. No, you can see it, but it's still like low contrast, right? Like it's just like almost just flat. And you imagine like Carl knowing what the shadow sickness is. Like you imagine like this is what this like lack of like you imagine you're just used to seeing everything in like 3D. Like this almost looks like a weird 2D world, and this low light casts the area in this grayish haze, and the shadows of the spindly stunted trees dance along the edge of your vision. The days pass, and as you walk, you kind of think about it really hitting you, like this crazy things that you guys have gone through, like between going through the mirror dimension and the priestly manor. You guys see this woman turn into this demon, getting thrown into this strange new land, and basically being told, hey shit, the world is ending, like you guys need to do something about it. Having actually seen these weird hallucinating visions from the soothsayer, like this is so far outside everything you've known. Like Carl, he's like, you're about to retire and now you're getting thrown into this shit where you have to save the world. Like, how are you guys feeling about this?
We don't have to make any checks these days.
No, you guys just walking right now. There's no days past.
I mean, I think like for Roderick, like with his past and stuff, I think he feels like he's atoning for a lot of what he did by doing these kinds of things. Like, you know, saving the world feels pretty up his fucking alley, and if he dies doing it, it's okay for him. I think it's a big part of it. I think maybe there's a part of Roderick that feels like nothing he does will ever truly atone for what he's done, but he figures he can keep trying, and this seems like a pretty big deal. By joining, I don't think he ever thought he would run into this like world-saving event, you know, but he joined to bring justice and to help those that could not give themselves justice. And one of the reasons he's part of this kind of B team is because he was kind of like known for not really following the law to a T, but like his own law and like his own morality compass. Yeah. Like more he didn't agree with the laws every time, right? So he had his own, like, it's like when somebody steals because they're starving, you know what I mean? Like for him that's a far more of a gray area than, oh, you know, this person's in trouble. And that's not always looked kindly upon by superiors. But I think for him this is, you know, as good as any to try and take the red off his ledger.
Do we know about your shit?
No,
We don't know about that, right?
not really. I mean,
Okay. We just had that one flashback, right?
yeah,
Battlefield. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
no.
Our PCs are like our actual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Carl's kind of just doesn't want to go back to his life because it's a shit show. So he's kind of at first was this guy, just like fuck it, might as well just do this, right? And I think he kind of finds solace in keeping busy and like doing something, you know, that's for the greater good. So I think that's kind of where he's at right now. Just kind of keep himself occupied.
Yeah, they're talking.
I didn't hear that at all. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, he wants to keep his fucking that's a shit show back home. Like, why the fuck does he want to go back to that? You know, at least he's like keeping his mind occupied. He doesn't want to think about it, right? That's drinking, and just keeping himself occupied and drinking, and like, you know. I mean, I never said anything about retiring. I just said it, like he's been there for a while. And he got demoted now. Yeah.
Or he's kind of just like doing the bare minimum, right? At home.
Well, he was already doing what he was doing before, and then he got demoted. So he's just kind of like everything's kind of shit for him right now. So he doesn't give a fuck a lot, you know, especially by his job too much. So that's why he got thrown on this like, you know, B team. Kind of doing this thing, but now it's getting more serious. It's getting more serious now, right? And at first he's like, fuck, he doesn't want to, you know, is it this, or did I go back? I'm like, what am I gonna just leave and go back home, or like deal with this situation? At least this is like something new I can do and like keep myself occupied and go back and just sulk. So
It's not even like occupied. Like, do you think he feels like a sense of purpose? Because
that's what I'm saying. It's just a little bit of like, you know, you feel a little bit more like he feels, you know, comfort in that a little bit, doing something different and like something more serious, you know, right? And especially now, this just happened. This just happened, right? So he's still like mulling it over and stuff. But I think the more he leans this way, the more he's gonna find like purpose, like a new purpose in life instead of being. You mean like when he first joined the police, like a long time ago?
yeah, I mean, imagine like joining a force, you want to make a difference, and you realize it's just like a fucking corrupt shit show. Nobody's doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carl needs a fucking therapist, is what I'm hearing, though. This guy needs therapy.
Just starting to. I think it's everything, right? It's everything. It's everything that's happened to him. From this mission, when it started this mission, which has only been, how long has this mission been going for? A couple weeks? How long have we been doing this for? What was the time?
It's quite a bit of time.
A month. A month.
To get where we are, right?
Mm-hmm. Not everything. He had a good life before. Star Watch. It's under him. It's under him. It's under, like, he was like a higher position before. This is like beneath him. Bullshit. Shitty place. Yeah. That's not 100% true, all the things you said, but the last parts are, yeah.
Roll for drink.
I feel like.
But I'm not gonna, I feel like I shouldn't say everything, right? So. Yeah.
16.
12.
5!
Oh,
Fuck!
10.
Huh? Let's roll off, brother.
5.
14!
You know, I feel like he's a creature of comfort. Is kind of like, it's easier to skate by here than try to find another job.
Yeah.
Is what I imagine.
One that, like you said, with everything else going on, it's a way to kind of keep his mind off of everything horrible at home and kind of numb that pain, right? And he's numbing it with alcohol, and he has us.
I don't know. I haven't really made any friends for him. I didn't think about those friends yet.
Friends.
No, I wonder. It's like, you know, I don't want to speak out of turn.
It's
Yeah, no,
depressing as fuck.
I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn for Carl. I feel like it's one of those guys where it's like everybody's kind of like an acquaintance, and he doesn't really have like. Yeah. Yeah. And that's almost what makes it so hard to leave, right?
Carl needs himself some puppies.
Carl!
This is like turning into a therapy session for Carl.
Stop talking about my character! Stop talking to Dominicus! You leave Carl alone!
I think let's go on to Gem. Like, you know.
No, this is good. I like this. Thank you. For the talk conversations. Anyways, good.
No, but yeah, I mean, let's
Just
go
wanna
on.
hug you.
Go on to Gem too. Like you know, I know he like, what is his motivations for staying here?
Oh, well, you get this. This Gem guy is pretty good, lawful, good guy. You know, he's had a past where I don't know if he's actually told it, other than recently about what happened with this shadow figure and why I feel attached to this person and shared about that. But I mean, for Jem, his whole life has always been about healing. I mean, that's why he's a healer, right? He always had satisfaction, or like not satisfaction, but a higher calling to just help others in time of need. And most time of need is when they're injured, right? So his place kind of led here because previous chapters eventually have to close, right? Just like life, we go through a chapter in life. First one, I guess, being in the Elven Forest where he raised Jem, or Damin, or whatever the other figure we're following. And then second chapter kind of just led him here because there's really nothing else there, in a sense where maybe there was some sort of guilt for just allowing, his nephew to go. But, it's his brother's kid, whatever. But now time grows, and it's like, oh shit. Maybe could have been a better uncle. I don't know, but whatever. Just leaving it up to fate that he's out there, and maybe that's why he joined this bandit or whatever, this Absalon of agents, because they do go on missions, and that's maybe his way of, because I mean, how do you search for someone without any clues, right? You just explore. I just joined to explore, not for like I'm here because of that. I mean, I'm here, that is part of the reason, but more the number one reason is to still fulfill my duty, or sense of duty, I guess you would say, and that's to continue, healing and doing good and being there for people in times of need. And it just so happened he can hone in on it in this group, right? So he feels like this group is that we're going along, and we've been making efforts of good, and that's what's up for Jem.
That's respectable.
Oh, and not until last night, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'm still in shock, really. It's been a while, so it's kind of hard. I think,
It's like
maybe disbelief, because maybe at an earlier time, if this came across sooner, it would be like, oh, cool. But I guess I'm assuming my time passed by, and it's just like, it's another disappointment that's not gonna lead to my nephew, and it just so happened, hey, holy crap, this dream kind of, I guess, gave confirmation, or a sense of confirmation, I guess. I don't know. So this walk is like, oh, helping out another fellow, but now part of me, as we go, and then it's kind of sinking in. It's like, let's hurry up and do this mission so we can go to the mountains, or go to whatever city that called Loth or whatever. I don't know.
I wonder if is there like even a guilt of like this was your brother's child, that you almost feel like you have that was like passed on, like you have a duty to take care of because of your brother, and he was lost at a time, and it's been so long that you almost feel like it's a stranger. Like, is there any lingering sense of guilt, or is it more of like, I need to do this because it is a duty to my brother?
I mean, yeah, I guess yes to all that, but more so at the early stages is a little overwhelming, right? Brother died, everyone else we're dealing with all these curses going on, and I didn't have the that notion, like raising a kid, like that's a whole different aspect, right? And there's a lot of stuff I probably could have expressed to him, and maybe it is my fault for not being able to answer that, and that's what pushed him to leave. And I'm pretty stubborn, I guess, just probably the way I grew up. Just I'm focused on what I feel is right, that I lost sight of that. So Yeah.
I'm just curious. Almost, it's like that the guilt is overridden by like I've already done so much good in the world. Is there like any of that? It's almost like I've done so much of this. It's like, whether or not Dominicus was lost to the wind, I've made up already for it.
I wouldn't say guilt. I guess to answer that, it's more straightforward. I guess guilt isn't really consuming me, just because like I said, if I have a stubborn, maybe it's that elfin lore, or I'm just so attuned to what I'm doing, and maybe that is why I left. I mean, I don't realize what I'm doing. What is why? Maybe I don't realize the reason why I left my place to go on this band to search for him. There's a sense of that search for Dominicus, but there's a sense of just I'm still healing people, I'm still doing what I want to do, but at the same time, like the second, like I said, number one is doing good, and then afterwards is if I find him or whatever.
Interesting. All right. Well, thanks for sharing. And last but not least, the mysterious Nastiff. Nobody really knows your intention. How you don't have to share your intentions, but how's he feeling? All right. You guys walk, lost in your own head. Nasev kind of chattering with you guys, trying to buoy your spirits, and it helps, especially with this monotonous landscape that passes by you. And hours pass upon hours. Time seems to turn slowly. Everyone give me a perception check.
$28.
Not great. 23.
Nastef and Jam, you finally hear something that catches your attention from this trudge of your footfall and chattering of like unidentifiable creatures. You hear the sound of a struggle. It's yeah, it's near. You can hear it like off to your right.
Yeah, I hear it. Nasdef.
What?
There's something to our left
Roderick,
side.
shield raised, sword drawn, ready for anything.
All right, you guys draw your weapon.
Maybe I can use a prying eye. This to see
Sneak up,
scout
see
up
what
ahead.
you see.
I mean, you can sneak or I can use prying eye. It's up to you. Do you have to burn a spell slot to to sneak. Okay, then go sneak. Yeah.
Is Carl like this though? Just like
Give you.
You stealth up. I'm gonna put. Okay, give me a stealth check. 24, not the best, and you can chalk it up to being unfamiliar with this kind of terrain, but it doesn't matter much because as you move on ahead, you see another one of those kind of strange creatures you saw all over Maradoon, chased by these creatures.
The fuck?
And the man is like battered and tattered and trying to hold his own, but obviously failing in the fight against those three creatures. And of course, you see this guy.
Cheesack! He's got a hoodie now.
No, he
Got a hoodie.
looks no, he always had this. This was his.
Did he? I thought we.
Oh no, he had the hoodie, and then when he was trying to save you from the swamp, he ripped it off and like whipped out his man bun and.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's down.
She's drawn Gino in
Look.
different states like a couple times. That's why.
We were hammered, okay?
Yep.
Yeah. You have not seen them in this game, but you saw these creatures in the circus AP. And I don't remember if you fought them. Oh yeah, he's like trying to hold his own against them, but like there's three. There's just the numbers are overwhelming. It's just not looking good for him. But this
Roger
is
Cat's taunt.
where we will end it for tonight.
Oh.
Isn't it stop? It stops at 9. This one.
No, 10 usually.
This one's 6. We moved it earlier. It's 6:30 to 9. The other one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're the
I mean, if
commander.
you want to do this combat, we can do the combat, but normally it stops at 9. So you guys tell me.
So we normally stop like around 10.
Like 9:30ish.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, totally okay to stop.
Yeah, we can just. I don't know how.
Not trying to argue.
I'm okay with whatever.
Just saying you're wrong.
Well, it normally runs long, but I mean, good job today, guys. We got a lot of exposition and a lot of little character stuff. Actually,
I think we didn't hit 10 o'clock because none of us were really interested in doing the more side quests and like picking up more quests for our quest log.
Yes, but I had to slip this one in, so.
Man,
This is the game.
I hope the 9 go and have dinner at Kaat's and Kisak's house when all of this is said and done. No, but come on, man. Let's just have a little hope, little dreams. Roll for drink?
See what happens.
Well, I guess that means you have time for some Warzone, Grace.
Oh, I
I
got
rolled an 11. Ooh, well, good thing we ended early.
I got nat 19.
Nat 19.
Nat 19.
Oh, 7. But that was a 1. No.
Oh shit! I rolled a 1.
Yay!
Well, I mean, we ended a little early, so I mean, Gino gets to play Warzone.
Yay! Nobody wants to play with me.
No one wants to play with me.
Nobody loves me.
Yeah.
1.
Yep. I got a 7.
Yep, I got 19.
I guess I gotta go get a shot. Hold on.
Yeah.
Everybody!
Shot.
Yeah.
I just like how I just went into a deep dive of therapy for Carl, and it was
Dude.
like,
Carl needs fucking therapy for sure.
That was a huge
You need
fucking
therapy.
My guy,
You don't tell me.
my guy needs an AA meeting, a therapist, and some fucking Prozac. That's my clinical opinion. I'll drink with you, Gino.
Alrighty.
This is Nick Carlson.
Yeah. I'm bringing the shot back to
How
choose
was
the
your drinks, Jack? I know you said the old fashioned was pretty sweet.
This one's. Well, I just followed the instructions like they said to. And then my second one, I did way less syrup. So this one's much better.
Drink one beer. Fuck it.
I'm not a fan of the bitters they use either. And
More
the,
alcohol, Grace?
the sugar had like